work on how to properly set up a new document. So once you open Photoshop, what you're going to do next is go up to the top of your software and go to File, New. Once you have this window panel open, you're going to notice along the top you have a couple of different options. You have photo, print, you have art and illustration, you have web, mobile, and film and video. So these are really cool options because there are a bunch of presets that are already set for you. So for example, for print, there's 8.5 by 11 at 300 resolution or points per inch, which is a really high resolution picture. So for our assignments in class, I recommend that you go over here to the far right column though. This is where you can implement the width and height, so width, height, and resolution that I spec for assignments. So for example, if I spec an 8.5 inch by 14 inch document at 100 resolution, this is how you set up your document so that it's the right size when you begin. I like to keep it at RGB color. There's a couple different color modes. Typically they're RGB, which is red, green, and blue, or CMYK, which is cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. RGB is typically used for screen design, and CMYK is used for print design. So for our class, we're going to use RGB because it usually makes smaller files, typically. Then go ahead and choose 8-bit, and I like to make my background white. If I ever spec pixels, this is where you're going to go ahead and change the dimensions to pixels. But mostly for assignments, I spec inches. Then there's of course some other options like color profile and square pixels, but I would go ahead and leave those blank for now. You also can go ahead and name your document here. So I'm just going to name this test and go ahead and hit create. And there you go. There's your 8.5 wide by 14 high at 100 pixel image. And where you can go and check this is image size, and you'll see my image size. It says pixels right now, but if I choose this drop down menu, I can change it to inches. So I have an 8.5 by 14 by 100 resolution image. So that's how you start a new image size.